I can't. Well, welcome back, True to Horse Horsemanship. We're back here at Wolf Trap Farms. We got a couple of horses. We're going to revisit trailer loading for specific reasons. We got one here. Actually, is Smokey and my gray mare, Lady's granddaughter. And so Ray's been working on putting a trailer. So what I'm going to do first is just stand back and watch Ray do it, and then critique it. I mean, that's the best way of her. Ray, you've had her in and out. How long have you been working with her? 1 day. Oh, 1 day?
She's not an old hand at this.
Okay. So, and the other one's never seen the trailer. And I'll set that one up later. So, Ray, go have at it, bud.
See how we do this morning.
So like I said, I'm just going to, and this is a hardest load trailer.
That was easy.
That was going pretty good. But here comes the critique part. To me personally, you know, Ray's got her going in nice. But where I would start at is get this mare, little filly going in by herself. And then later we'd lead her in. Can you try sending her in, Ray?
We've tried that. She's just not ready for that. But we'll give it a shot here.
We'll try it. There you go. Well, there you go. Let her sit there for a little bit. So we might be moving right to the other horse here pretty quick. All right, now bring him back out, Ray.
Good job.
Yeah. Now here's, because this is one of the harder trailers to teach a horse to load in, and for Ray to get her back up, what he could do while he's schooling her is take another long line. Let me have her. Sure. Back up. She's your horse, I can tell. Ray, we all got our quirks, and Ray doesn't. I'm really big about personal space. Ray's just not that picky on it.
We don't worry about it.
Yeah, Ray, don't worry about it. But what you can do, if you start sending her, just have you another long line that you can get hold of. So when you do, just back her out, you know, with both lines. But no, you've done a good job. I mean, there's nothing to work with. Now, since we go ahead and do it, we'll spend a little bit of time on it. Just try to use whatever tool and just sort of yeah, I know.
She was going in and out without pressure. Why did you put pressure on her?
Huh? Because I want her, she's thinking too long. I mean, you think, yeah, actually, there. She needs to learn how to handle pressure. I mean, that's the whole thing. She went in smooth for Ray, but you add a little bit of pressure. So what that's going to tell me, somewhere down the line, she's liable to stop going in the trailer. Then you try to put pressure on her, but you're going to have to go through this.
Okay.
I mean, that's the key. That's what.
Address that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's where I see the training methods and everything's going to. We're trying to take the pressure off these horses so that when they do get in the pressure, they don't know how to handle it. You know, just like when you're raising a kid. If you do everything for them, when they get adult, they can't do anything because they don't know how to handle that situation. And some people saw Ray do it, they said, oh, look at that, he did so much better than David because David got the horse all worked up. No, the horse needs to learn how to handle pressure. If she knew how to handle pressure, and the whole thing of it is, this is going to show up everywhere. You know, See, she's backing away from that pressure instead of going into it. Good girl. You're all right. Good girl. Oh. Because in my opinion, it's not well enough the horse leads or goes in a trailer. I like to have them to a point that if she sees the back of the trailer, she just, if I send her at a trot, she'll trot in the trailer. If I send her in a lope, she lopes in the trailer. And you get a horse doing that, they are trailer broke then.
Gosh, my horse is always loaded, and 2 hours later, they don't have the horse in the trailer because they don't know how to react to pressure.
Exactly. You know, people try to train in a sterile environment, but it's not, especially if you want a trail ride or whatever, it's not good for, you know, to get that broke horse. Just let her sit a bit. Let her sit. So I want to basically just be able to send this mare from back here. Now at that time she went, how much pressure I put on her, that's how fast she went in. Now her grandmother, lady, I used to show her a lot. And now that mare, when I was showing her, I can open my trailer, I'd open the barn door, I'd go get my tack. By the time I got my tack all loaded up, her grandmother is standing in the trailer waiting for me. Now that's what you really like. And the trailer was out in the open like this. So we're going to test it a little bit here. There. That's the way we want it. So that's why I want to be able to get her in there. And you know, you can always play with this at home, challenge yourself, see if you get farther and farther back. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be ahead of the game. Because if you're trail riding, you know, you always hear stories, you know, my horse used to load in a trailer and all of a sudden you get a trail ride and the horse ain't loading back. But if you get this filly looking for that opening, she's always going to go in that trailer. Let her stand in here. Now right now, you can't see, it's not going to show on camera, but while I'm petting her butt, her tail is really squashed in her, between her cheeks there. So instead of just going in and getting her out, I'm going to just pet on her until that tail loosens up. There we go. Does that tail, you know, tell me she's relaxed. Back, back, back. I'm going to send her one more time and have Ray do it, and then we're going to swap horses. But Ray's done a good job with her. It's just, you know, made the common mistake everybody does, is about the pressure end of it. There. And if you watched her that time, she was looking for the back of that trailer. She looked that way, and then she looked, and then she put herself in, and that's what we want her. So now, let's use my rope. There we go. Now we got her. See, that time she went in, as much pressure I went in, she did it. If I slowed my lower it down, she would have went in. Alright, Ray, you put her in one time and then we'll swap horses. Now, position, there you go. That's it. There. And that's a, you know, first she started giving me a little bit of grief, but what you need to do is go back and watch it when Ray first sent her in. Yes, she went in, but there was a lot of little cues, and that's why I bumped it up a notch. She went in, and a lot of people say she went in non-reluctant, but if you watched her feet, her knees, you know, she was really unsure about going in. Yes, she went in, and like I say, Ray only worked on this one time. And
get you a different horse.
Yeah. But the difference is, that time, just adding a little bit of pressure and bumping it up a scale, and wasn't, you know, she wasn't worse for wear. We got her where Ray could stand back and she just trotted in, and that's what we want. Or if Ray just cued her, she would have just walked in. But I'd rather have them get, when you're teaching this horse to load, I want that horse to look at the back of the trailer and want to be in it. The next horse we're going to bring out has never been in a trailer, and I'm going to get grief from this, I know. So before I even start, but I'm going to go back and use my long rope, my 40-foot rope, and my plastic bag on it in the whip. Why? Because this is a little short video is for that horse when you like in Southern California or in California, you get a fire and the horse never been in a trailer. Instead of fighting for them or just have to pretend for fighting with them, or turn them loose and hope they make it through the fire, or you got one you got to get to the vet at all costs. This is a way to do it. You don't have time to school this horse for long. You've got to get that horse in the trailer and get down the road, and that's what this example is. And this horse is going to be act like it's under a little bit of stress, but that's fine and dandy. But this is a very important thing to know to me on your tools when you do go trail riding or whatever. You should carry a 40-foot rope just for, like I said earlier, you know, the horse be loading one time and all of a sudden the horse don't load at all and you're out in the middle of nowhere and you don't have time to spend hours and hours to get that horse home. And plus, the longer you work with that horse, you got more chance of that horse breaking away and getting away from you out where the horse is not familiar. So like I said, this is a technique I use to teach these horses to go in, because one way I use, because I want these horses, if I have to in an emergency situation, I can take them somewhere. And this is, I know people get lazy, and this is a way to do it. If you haven't had time, this is a way you get them in the trailer pretty quickly.
It's not really training, however, it's just getting them in.
Pardon?
It's not really training them to get in.
Yeah, it's not a training situation. This is an emergency situation where you have to. So I got a set up here, and yeah, you can close it. All right. So I got optioned my tools. Now with her, I was lucky. I was able to get her pretty close. But when I first started off, I want to get as close as I can to this trailer where this filly feels comfortable. That's when I'm going to hook her up and give her a minute and then put some pressure on her. And a couple of taps, and I take it off. A couple of taps. In other words, I'm not going to just sit here and keep beating her. Right there, she took a step forward. If her feet are moving, I'm gaining ground. Even if her feet ain't moving forward. And people, that's how easy it can be. And I mean, it's all I used was my tool, basic broken lunge line, because I know the popular thing is now, and I've been meaning to talk about this, is these. And now think about it, really think about this, because I saw one guy popping a horse on the nose with this. I have popped horses on the nose with this if they're charging at me and trying to run over me. You pop a horse on the nose with this, you're liable to do damage. It could be simple as hitting a tear duct wrong, and then you got, you know, close the tear duct up. But you actually can do damage with this. Just because this is not considered a whip, people think, oh, it's not as cruel than this. To me, this, if I had a choice to get hit with this or this, I'm going to take this. This is going to sting maybe, but this is going to liable to do some damage. So people think about it. Just because somebody's trying to sell you a piece of equipment doesn't mean it's best type of equipment. To me, my broken recycled lunge whip is better than this any day. Now if I have to, yes, if I don't have no other choice, I will use this, but I like this so much better. So that's my tidbit. In other words, I'm wasting time. I want this filly to sit in that trailer for a while. Ray, you want to take this in for me, son?
Sure.
Just so you can keep it off the ground. Hope she knows how to back up.
She does.
Okay. Good girl. Alright, I'm taking some slack out. Yeah, let her come out however she wants. So in an emergency situation, this is how quick it can be. Now get in there. Come on. Cindy must have thought that was funny. But see, my whole objective, people get in the horse's way. Like Buddy, that I get a lot of flack on. Prior to me doing it this way with Buddy, this horse spent 6 hours in a round pen where the people ran the hell out of that horse to get him in a trailer. they use the join up method. They back the horse trailer to the gate and they just ran and ran this horse for 6 damn hours. What the hell are y'all thinking about? 6 hours running a horse down to nothing. 6 hours put it in a trailer, and y'all want to bitch at me for using a plastic bag where I get the horse going in and out calmly? Even Buddy, within half hour, this horse is looking for the back of that trailer, and this horse way back when had an accident in the trailer, so no, it don't want to see it. And I could spend, you know, another 6 hours tapping, but no, so I had to get in there, be a little bit aggressive, get that horse in a trailer. So basically, people, get over your damn selves. Use common sense. I mean, it's that simple. I'm not hurting this horse. This horse, like I said, Cindy got a good laugh. I mean, the horse just went in. So what do we do now? Now we take the line off. And we can go either 2 routes. It depends on how you are. Me, I like to get them where I can send them in. But you can do like Ray was doing, get them leading in first. And then back off where the horse puts itself in the trailer. My mindset is I am not putting this horse in a trailer. This horse is putting itself in the trailer, not me. And with that mindset, you go a long ways. And why she went in so fast? This horse, as soon as I saw a foot move, body react at all. Not necessarily going forward, but when she reacted to any kind of pressure, I took it off. As long as them feet are moving, I don't give a dang if they're moving side to side, front. But if that horse's feet are unlocked, I took that pressure off. Not just when it took a step forward, if them feet got moving at all. So that way she's getting the idea, if my feet move, that little skinny boy's not going to be tapping on my butt. So eventually she's going to go the path of least resistance. She's going to go in that hole. And this is the hardest trailer to teach your horse to go into because it's a small door, it's dark. So that was pretty uneventful, and that's why I like it. So that was, you know, there's no use to keep filming because I'm going to keep working this filly a little bit. But, well, I guess we could film it. I mean, I can always cut it out, edit. So this is, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to change it up a little bit, do the buddy system here. Ray, come on in, sir. And you want to hold your filly. I want Ray act like he's sending her in, and I won't be back here pushing her forward. All right, close that hole up there, Ray. Point. Huh? Yeah. One thing I can say about Ray's Andalusians, and I've said it before, if y'all are, and I'm not getting paid for this, if y'all are in market for an Andalusian, Ray's Andalusians has surprised the hell out of me. They are an athletic horse, but as you can see with this one, Smoking Lady's granddaughter, of course it's got a little bit of smoky in her, so there's got to be. But anyway, and you all saw Raphael, the other one. My mind just went blank, the gray one. Sassy. Sassy turned out to be a phenomenal horse. I mean, these Andalusians are different than the California Andalusians and the other Andalusians I've handled. They actually got brains. I mean, they've got some sense, and that to me goes a long way. So go ahead and bring her out. Huh?
I don't think I'm getting any of what's in the trailer. It might be surprising.
It doesn't matter, honey. Alright, now walk her away from the trailer. and then just come in and try centering her. And I'm going to be right here. Like I said, this is where teamwork comes up through. And we get in there, just point and point, point, point. Good. And most time, yeah, this went a little bit, but most time, if it takes me 15 minutes to load a horse, to me that's forever. I mean, usually to go through the right steps and really read that horse, this is how fast it can come. All right, I'm gonna back off. Now you just back her up, and I'm gonna get out of the way and just use the end of your rope to send her. Pardon?
Back her from outside. Now she's trying to.
What? It's all right, hon.
What?
It's all right.
Oh, she's trying to turn around.
Yeah, I know. You'll fix it. All right, just walk around and just go back, and this time use the end of your rope to send her in. And I'm going to stay out of the picture. And right now it's important to back this filly off the trailer and then reapproach it. A little bit more. Right, next time flip that. You're giving her too long to think. A lot of people say, well, let them think about it. No, she's already going in and out. So you get up there, try not to let her feet stall out, just throw it into your rope. Because you let her do that a few times, she's liable to stop and balk and not go in the trailer. In other words, Bray will be teaching her not to go in the trailer. I've seen that a lot of times. You know, there's a point where you let the horse look and smell, and then there's a point that said, horse, get over yourself and get in the trailer. And this little filly is at that point. Of course, Ray's like me, he doesn't move too fast either.
Yeah, I'm pretty slow.
There you go. Now push, pressure, 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 pressure. There. See, that time her feet free, she's not worried about that trailer. But like I said, you can end up teaching a horse not to load at where she's at right now by smelling, and then one day she's going to be marish and say, you know what, no, or you didn't let me smell it long enough, so I'm going to fight.
Yeah.
And then everybody starts fighting and get mad, and it goes nowhere and you go backwards. So we showed two examples of horse of the day, one that Ray's been working with, the first one, and I showed the difference is when you put a little bit of pressure on her, and it's important to put pressure on her to really free her legs up. Second one, Ray can verify that horse has never been in a trailer before.
That's correct.
Ray's been handling the horse. How far you got one with her so far?
Just basic groundwork.
Okay, so that's where the groundwork has paid off. And I said it before a couple of times, but I'm going to say it again. The most important part of that last horse, and I can't stress this part enough, that's why I'm saying it again, is wherever that horse was comfortable at, that's where we started at. I didn't try, let's say the horse was comfortable here, well, it's comfortable here, so let's try to get it here, and the horse is all upset. You're already fighting. You already got to fight. So start back here, put some pressure on it, and if that horse is jiggy here, jiggy there, going there, take that pressure off, because eventually they're going to go forward. So with that said, thanks Ray.
Thank you.
At Wolf Trap Farms. And he wants me riding in a Spanish saddle. That might be interesting.
Do your ending again.
Huh?
Do your ending again.
Yeah, I am. Okay. So as I always say, as Ray walks off, be true to a horse and they'll be true to you. First and foremost, be true to yourself. And to my kids, grandkids, and a special person out there, which everybody knows their name now, but anyway, I like that. Wash Day Lake, Katie, God bless, take care.